Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode on the channel. Those of you who have followed me for some time already understand that I constantly search for the ideal balance where solid performance, dependable quality, and reasonable cost all come together perfectly. As we sit here in the final months of 2025 moving toward 2026, the affordable 9mm segment has really exploded with excellent choices. We cover serious everyday carry options, fun plinking pistols, truck bedside firearms, and anything else you might require, all at prices that leave your bank account smiling instead of hurting. I checked the latest actual market rates, what is truly available out there, and the models real shooters rely on every single day before compiling my own list of the top 12 value-packed 9mm handguns that deliver when things get serious. There will be zero filler content here, zero paid promotions, only honest opinions. So go ahead and get comfortable with your favorite beverage, and join me as we count down from number 12 straight to the champion that earned the top spot for this year. Starting off our list at number 12, we have the Taurus G3C. And if you are searching for that classic head-scratcher of a pistol in 2026 that makes everyone wonder how it can possibly cost only around $200, this model continues to deliver serious shock value at the gun counter. Taurus engineered a full-size frame that feels substantial and comfortable in the hand, then paired it with a shorter compact slide that allows the pistol to hide easily under clothing without any obvious outline. The overall length measures just over 6.3 inches, the height reaches 5.1 inches, the width stays at 1.2 inches, and the stainless steel barrel runs 3.26 inches, producing noticeably better accuracy than most shooters anticipate from a handgun priced well under $300. At an unloaded weight of approximately 22 ounces, it stays light for extended carry periods, yet offers sufficient heft to control recoil effectively even with powerful +P ammunition. The grip features some of the most aggressive factory texturing available in this price range across the front strap, back strap, and side panels, providing excellent purchase whether your hands are wet or under pressure. A standard mil STD1913 Picatinny rail sits up front with enough space for nearly any compact light or laser to mount securely without extra parts. The slide includes useful rear serrations, a durable matte black coating, and sights that are drift adjustable and hold their zero reliably. As for the trigger, this budget striker-fired pistol offers an impressively smooth long take-up followed by a crisp break right around 6 pounds, and an exceptionally short tactile reset that supports fast shooting strings. There is no manual safety or magazine disconnect to interfere with operation, which means you simply draw and address the situation. The pistol typically comes with 2 or 3 12-round magazines, giving you 13 rounds of 9mm on board in a package roughly the size of the original shield. Taurus carried over the useful restrike capability from previous models, so a light strike on a stubborn primer lets you pull the trigger again without any need to clear the action. Current street prices in late 2025 through 2026 generally fall between $220 and $250, with some holiday deals dropping as low as $199. A few minor drawbacks exist, such as brand new magazines feeling somewhat tight when loaded to capacity, a small slide stop that can be tricky for larger hands during stress, and an occasionally prominent loaded chamber indicator that some find slightly rough. Yet considering the overall package, you receive a capable everyday carry firearm that performs closer to models costing $400. Anyone seeking generous grip area, solid capacity, accessory rail support, and a trigger that performs well at the range without breaking the budget will find the G3C still holding strong at number 12 and outperforming many higher-priced alternatives on the shelf. Moving on to number 11, we find the Mossberg MC2c. And if someone had predicted 5 years back that Mossberg would release one of the most overlooked yet capable concealed carry pistols available, I would have found it hard to believe. Yet here we stand in late 2025 with this model remaining an incredible value. The pistol stretches 7.1 inches long, stands 4.9 inches tall, and measures a slim 1.1 inches wide at the controls for excellent pocket or deep concealment potential, while its 3.9-inch stainless barrel receives a durable black DLC coating that resists holster wear over extended periods. Unloaded, the handgun weighs exactly 21 ounces, keeping the total under 30 ounces even when loaded with the extended 15-round magazine, which helps the firearm disappear on your body until the moment you require it. Mossberg includes both a standard 13-round magazine and a longer 15-round option in the package, so you can choose the configuration that best matches your clothing and comfort needs on any given day. The slide arrives optics ready straight from the factory with the popular Shield RMSC pattern, meaning no extra plates or expenses are necessary as you simply remove the cover plate. Mount your preferred optics such as the Holosun 407K, 507K, or EPS carry. Tighten the screws and achieve proper co-witness with the factory iron sights. Those iron sights consist of sturdy steel dovetails featuring a vivid orange ring around the front post that stands out clearly in good lighting conditions. The grip texture strikes an ideal balance, providing strong enough hold to maintain control throughout extended shooting sessions while remaining comfortable against the body during all-day carry in warm weather. Strategic palm swells combined with subtle finger grooves promote consistent hand placement on every draw, and the undercut trigger guard allows a high grip that effectively reduces muzzle rise. The trigger presents a flat-face design that delivers consistent breaks around 5.5 pounds along with minimal over-travel and an exceptionally crisp short reset that remains audible and tactile even while wearing hearing protection. One particularly smart feature involves the disassembly process where you lock the slide to the rear, activate an internal lever, and separate the components safely without any trigger manipulation, making the procedure straightforward and secure for users of all experience levels. Deeply cut angled serrations appear both front and rear on the slide to support reliable press checks and malfunction clearances even with gloves. The combination of DLC finishes on the slide and barrel delivers an attractive appearance along with strong resistance to moisture and daily holster friction. Current market prices in late 2025 hover between $330 and $370 depending on the retailer, which gets you an optics-ready, high-capacity, smooth shooting, and highly dependable handgun from a manufacturer with decades of expertise in reliable firearms. On the negative side, the included magazines sometimes prove selective with certain aftermarket base pads, and reversing the magazine release requires a few minutes along with a punch tool rather than quick field swaps. Beyond those small points, the MC2c represents Mossberg entering the striker-fired pistol market and offering nearly everything competitors sell for $400 or $500 at a more accessible $350 price point, while maintaining solid profit margins. This remains a standout choice for everyday carry. Taking the 10th position in our ranking is the Stoeger STR9-SC. And when your main goal involves carrying a 9mm pistol all day long without anyone noticing, this compact model performs exceptionally well in staying hidden. Stoeger started with the proven design of their full-size STR9, which shares significant engineering heritage from the Beretta Group that owns the brand, then shrank everything down into a minimal yet functional package that avoids major sacrifices. The result features a 3.54-inch barrel, a total length of only 6.54 inches, a height of 4.96 inches when using the flush-fitting magazine, and an impressively narrow 1.02-inch width along the slide. At an unloaded weight of 22.4 ounces, the handgun practically vanishes inside a quality inside the waistband holster paired with the 10-round magazine, even beneath lightweight clothing. The slide receives a robust nitride treatment that effectively handles moisture and repeated holster contact, while the deeply cut angled rear serrations make it simple to perform press checks under various conditions. 3-dot iron sights sit low and offer clear visibility without creating unnecessary snags during the draw stroke. Grip texturing provides firm control exactly where required, but avoids excessive abrasiveness that could irritate skin or wear through garments during prolonged carry. The hinge trigger delivers consistent pulls around 6 pounds along with a short and noticeable reset that proves more reliable than many expect at this price level. On the limitation side, capacity stays at 10+1 rounds, and the pistol lacks an optics cut, accessory rail, or interchangeable backstraps, meaning the design remains straightforward without added complexity. That very simplicity contributes significantly to its appeal because fewer protrusions reduce printing risks and potential failure points. Magazines release cleanly and reliably, The magazine release button can be swapped for left-handed users, and the disassembly process follows a familiar and intuitive pattern similar to many popular striker-fired platforms. Current street prices range between $310 and $330 depending on the vendor, delivering a Turkish-produced yet Beretta-supervised subcompact that handles contemporary hollow-point ammunition with impressive consistency. Although recoil feels somewhat sharp due to the lighter weight, the low-bore axis combined with the full-length grip frame helps shooters maintain control, allowing most users to deliver rapid pairs accurately out to 15 yards without difficulty. For individuals focused on maximum concealment who prefer to avoid the higher costs of models like the Shield Plus or Hellcat, the STR9-SC stands out as a reliable under-the-radar option that continues to impress at the shooting range. It lacks dramatic styling or extensive features, yet offers outstanding dependability, effortless everyday hiding capability, and an accessible price well below the $400 threshold. This makes it one of the strongest straightforward choices for pure, deep concealment 9mm handguns currently available. Holding down the number 9 spot is the Canik P15, and I remain impressed by how this handgun seems to defy basic physics through clever engineering and determination. Canik examined the existing double-stack 9mm options and decided they could create something significantly lighter and slimmer, then proceeded to deliver exactly that. At only 16 ounces unloaded, the pistol weighs less than many loaded competitors in its class, while still managing to hold 15+1 rounds in a unique stagger stack magazine that maintains a very low profile. The entire firearm measures just 0.875 inches wide at the slide, stands 5 inches tall when equipped with the full magazine, and reaches 6.6 inches in overall length thanks to its 4-inch barrel that provides proper 9mm velocities far superior to those from shorter barrels. The frame combines aluminum construction with polymer inserts to offer a reassuringly firm feel without adding unnecessary bulk, and the surface texturing delivers strong traction that stays comfortable against both skin and clothing for extended periods. Sights include a bright fiber optic and tritium front post that remains highly visible in all lighting conditions, paired with a fully adjustable tritium rear sight system for precise zeroing. The striker-fired trigger pulls cleanly at around 5 pounds with minimal creep and provides a distinct audible reset that supports rapid follow-up shots. Canik also supplies a compact 12-round flush-fitting magazine for situations where even lower concealment takes priority, and exchanging magazines requires only a brief moment. Despite its minimal weight, recoil stays surprisingly controlled due to the exceptionally low-bore axis and ergonomic grip angle that naturally positions the hand for optimal control. Potential drawbacks include a small slide stop that demands some familiarization for fast reloads under pressure, along with the aluminum frame suggesting caution with continuous use of +P ammunition, although standard pressure defensive loads function flawlessly over long periods. Street prices currently range from $350 to $380 depending on the specific finish selected, which buys you the lightest, thinnest, and highest capacity factory-produced 9mm pistol currently available. This represents typical Canik innovation that succeeds brilliantly in practice, allowing the handgun to vanish effortlessly in appendix carry or pocket holsters with the shorter magazine, while still delivering 15 rounds of effective stopping power. For shooters seeking the highest round count possible alongside the least possible weight and visibility, the P15 offers near magical performance in its materials and design, fully earning the strong attention it receives in the market today. Securing the 8th position comes the Diamondback DB9 Generation 4, and whenever your primary carry strategy centers on slipping a firearm into a front pocket and barely noticing its presence, this micro 9mm remains one of the top performers in its category. Diamondback has refined this compact design since its introduction in 2011, and with the arrival of the 4th generation, they successfully addressed the reliability concerns present in earlier versions. The pistol features a 3.1-inch stainless steel barrel, measures only 5.73 inches in total length, stands 4.51 inches tall using the flush magazine, and maintains a width below 1 inch at 0.90 inches across the slide. Unloaded, the handgun weighs an astonishing 13.4 ounces, and even when fully loaded with 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber, the total stays under 15 ounces, ensuring virtually no visible outline in cargo shorts, athletic wear, or business trousers when paired with an appropriate pocket holster. The slide consists of 4140 steel treated with a black nitride coating for durability, while generous rear serrations provide secure handling, and a carefully polished feed ramp ensures smooth chambering of contemporary hollow-point ammunition. Updated grip stippling offers improved traction compared to previous generations without the overly aggressive feel, and the addition of a proper beaver tail helps prevent slide bite during recoil. All controls sit recessed nearly flush with the frame, so the magazine release and slide stop create minimal risk of snagging during pocket draws. Fixed low-profile steel sights with 3-dot configuration deliver adequate visibility in typical daylight conditions. The trigger operates in double action only with a long yet consistent pull around 6.5 pounds, featuring little initial slack and a positive reset when managed properly. Recoil impulse feels notably sharp given the minimal size and weight, yet the enhanced grip texture and beaver tail allow experienced shooters to maintain sufficient control for consistent hits on 8-inch targets at 15 yards with proper technique. Capacity remains at 6+1 rounds as the necessary compromise for such extreme compactness, although modern high-performance defensive ammunition makes this sufficient for most self-defense scenarios. Disassembly requires only locking the slide rearward, turning the takedown pin, and separating the components in a straightforward manner. Present-day street prices generally fall between $250 and $280, providing one of the smallest and lightest genuinely reliable pocket-sized 9mm options available in late 2025. This model does demand attention to fundamentals because limp wristing can cause malfunctions, and sustained use of +P loads may accelerate wear on the frame, but standard pressure defensive rounds combined with a solid grip allow the pistol to function dependably over time. For anyone whose idea of daily carry means complete discretion where even the user forgets about the firearm until absolutely necessary, the Diamondback DB9 Generation 4 continues to claim leadership in the ultra-compact pocket rocket segment. Claiming the 7th place in this ranking is the Smith & Wesson SD9VE, and there are times when all you really need is a trusted American manufacturer that delivers consistent performance without requiring a substantial financial investment. The SD9VE fills that role perfectly. This model has maintained its reputation as a dependable workhorse for an extended period, and as we approach the end of 2025, it continues to offer strong value, with typical street prices centering around $290, occasionally dropping into the 270s during favorable promotions. The handgun includes a full 4-inch stainless steel barrel, reaches 7.2 inches in overall length, measures 5.5 inches tall, and features a 1.29-inch wide polymer frame that provides a reassuringly solid hold far exceeding expectations for its cost. At an unloaded weight of 22.9 ounces, the pistol remains comfortable for daily carry, while the slide displays a distinctive two-tone appearance complemented by a black polymer dust cover that reflects the traditional Smith & Wesson budget aesthetic. A prominent green fiber optic front sight ensures quick target acquisition in bright conditions, matched with a straightforward black rear sight. The grip offers sufficient aggression to maintain control during sweaty or stressful situations without causing irritation to skin or clothing over time. The trigger presents a characteristic long pull around 8 pounds that includes a blade safety, delivering predictable performance and a clear reset even if it lacks premium refinement. The design prioritizes straightforward operation with no accessory rail, optics mounting option, interchangeable backstraps, or manual safety. It ships with 2 steel magazines holding either 10 or 16 rounds based on local regulations, and the magazine release sits in an intuitive position for right-handed users. Disassembly involves dropping the magazine, locking the slide rearward, activating the lever, and separating the components without any trigger manipulation. From the first shots, the pistol feels noticeably soft recoiling for a value-oriented striker model thanks to its balanced weight distribution and moderate bore axis. True strength lies in its proven reliability, with many owners reporting tens of thousands of rounds fired using minimal maintenance, while the firearm continues functioning smoothly. The SD9VE handles plus P ammunition, steel-case training loads, and various hollow-point defensive rounds without issues. Minor limitations include a somewhat bulkier profile than current ultra-compact alternatives, a trigger with noticeable grit typical of budget firearms, and limited appeal for those seeking modern tactical aesthetics. Nevertheless, for beginners, vehicle or home defense applications, or anyone desiring a reliable sidearm backed by the Smith & Wesson name, without exceeding a modest budget, this model stands as one of the most secure and battle-tested choices among sub-$300 9mm options. When seeking dependable protection at an affordable price, this established performer remains highly competitive. Landing in the 6th position, we have the Taurus GX4 Carry, representing the point where Taurus addressed widespread feedback by refining the original GX4 into exactly the model enthusiasts had requested. The company added a functional Picatinny rail capable of mounting standard-size weapon lights and lasers, incorporated interchangeable backstraps to accommodate various hand sizes, retained the impressive flat-faced trigger with its clean break and quick reset, and managed to fit 15+1 rounds flush in a grip that avoids feeling overly bulky. The barrel measures 3.7 inches with a gas nitride treatment for durability. The overall length stays compact at 6.56 inches. The height with the flush magazine reaches only 4.4 inches. The width comes in at 1.08 inches, and the unloaded weight sits at 21.5 ounces. The slide includes deep serrations both front and rear for reliable manipulation against clothing or other surfaces. The magazine release can be configured for left-handed shooters, and the simple takedown process requires no tools or trigger activation. Sights consist of a serrated black rear paired with a white outlined front post for rapid sight alignment, while the notably low-bore axis minimizes muzzle rise far better than expected from such a lightweight firearm. The trigger consistently breaks near 5 pounds with little initial travel and delivers a distinct reset that supports quick shooting drills between 7 and 15 yards. The package includes two 15-round magazines featuring one flat baseplate and one with an extended finger rest, and the grip texture supplies strong adhesion, yet features smooth edges to prevent discomfort during long wear. Although initial production units experienced minor magazine-related challenges, Taurus resolved these promptly, and recent versions demonstrate excellent reliability comparable to higher-end options, despite lingering brand skepticism from some quarters. Market prices have stabilized between $390 and $425 depending on the selected finish, offering a rail-equipped, potentially optics-ready micro-compact with 15-round capacity that delivers shooting characteristics similar to larger models while concealing more effectively than many older single-stack designs. This handgun appeals strongly to those seeking advanced features typically found on premium pistols without the elevated cost, striking an outstanding balance of price, round count, accessory support, and daily comfort. Taurus has produced a highly competitive budget carry option that satisfies numerous requirements, making it difficult for alternatives to match without significantly higher investment. Holding the number 5 ranking is the FMK9C1 Generation 2, a handgun that consistently surprises viewers in my videos with its current pricing, prompting many to question how it remains available for only around $250 when it performs at a much higher level. Produced entirely in California, using 100% American components and workforce, FMK continues to deliver these pistols at accessible street prices typically ranging from $240 to $260 over the past year, varying slightly by color options. The model features a 3.87-inch stainless steel barrel with a recessed crown and black Cerakote protection, a high carbon steel slide and matte finish, measuring 6.85 inches in total length, 5.09 inches in height, and 1.14 inches in width. The unloaded weight of 23.45 ounces provides comfortable carry characteristics of a compact while offering shooting dynamics closer to larger handguns. A standout element is the fast-action trigger system, a preset striker mechanism that breaks cleanly at approximately 4.5 pounds straight from the factory, featuring minimal travel distance, a crisp wall, and a pronounced audible reset that facilitates rapid successive shots resembling those from customized competition firearms. The rubberized backstrap along with an undercut trigger guard encourages a high hand position, and the extremely low bore axis on this polymer frame keeps muzzle movement minimal, allowing quick sight recovery despite the modest 10+1 capacity. Grip texturing supplies effective control without excessive abrasion to skin or garments. While the frame is offered in numerous color choices, including black, flat dark earth, olive drab green, burnt bronze, and pink raspberry, among others. Sights utilize Glock 19 compatible dovetails for easy upgrades to night sights or suppressor height options, and the magazine release supports reversal for left-handed operation. Disassembly follows a simple sequence of removing the magazine, locking the slide rearward, extracting the pin, and separating components without trigger involvement. Magazines release cleanly, and the package includes 2 quality steel 10-round units. Limitations involve the maximum capacity of 10 rounds, a relatively small slide stop, and prominent markings on the dust cover that some find unattractive, yet these become minor considerations given the overall value. The pistol demonstrates outstanding reliability across steel case, training ammunition, and various hollow-point defensive loads, with no malfunctions reported. At approximately $250, this American-manufactured compact 9mm delivers comfort, precision, and performance typically associated with models priced several $100s higher. For buyers operating under budget constraints who refuse to compromise on quality, the FMK9C 1 Generation 2 stands as a premier selection in the affordable yet capable category, representing one of the most underappreciated options available in the current market. Securing the 4th position in our countdown is the Ruger Security 9, a pistol that continues to rise in my evaluations each year as Ruger successfully adapted the user-friendly secure action mechanism from their compact LCP line into a capable full-featured fighting handgun while maintaining an extremely competitive price point. The model includes a 4-inch barrel, measures 7.24 inches in total length, stands 5 inches tall, and maintains a slim profile of 1.02 inches across the slide. At an unloaded weight of 23.8 ounces, the distribution of mass and low-bore axis contribute to noticeably mild recoil compared to many lighter alternatives. The grip utilizes glass-filled nylon with well-executed checkering that provides secure purchase without excessive roughness, supported by a full-length aluminum chassis and steel rails inside the frame for a robust and stable feel. The secure action trigger operates through an internal hammer system incorporating a blade safety, delivering consistent breaks around 5.5 pounds along with a smooth draw and distinct audible reset suitable for rapid fire. Versions are available with or without a manual thumb safety, with the safety-equipped models appearing more commonly in current inventory. Those safety-free variants exist for those preferring simpler operation. Generous cocking serrations on both front and rear portions of the slide facilitate easy press checks and one-handed manipulation. The rear sight offers drift adjustment for windage while the front sight remains fixed yet positioned appropriately for potential co-witness with optics if the slide receives milling work. Capacity reaches 15+1 rounds using flush-fitting magazines that release cleanly, and the package includes 2 such magazines with a reversible magazine release for left-handed users. Disassembly proceeds intuitively by locking the slide rearward, rotating the takedown pin, and removing the slide assembly without trigger activation or dealing with difficult springs. Recoil management proves excellent for the class, and inherent accuracy supports tight groupings at distances up to 25 yards with proper technique. The pistol exhibits classic Ruger dependability by functioning reliably with steel case, aluminum case, and all varieties of hollow-point ammunition while maintaining +P compatibility. Minor considerations include a slightly extended trigger reach that may challenge very small hands and the use of polymer sights that perform adequately but invite straightforward upgrades. Current street prices generally range from $300 to $330, including the 2 15-round magazines, occasionally falling lower during promotions. This amount purchases an American-produced, 15-shot compact handgun offering superior ease of operation compared to many striker-fired designs, softer shooting characteristics than far more expensive alternatives, and the backing of Ruger lifetime support. For those seeking a versatile 9mm suitable for daily carry, range practice, vehicle storage, or sharing with family members, The Security 9 represents one of the most intelligent purchases currently available and fully merits its placement among the top 4 options. Earning the bronze position at number 3 is the Palmetto State Armory Dagger Micro, a compact model that consistently outperforms expectations at its typical late 2025 street prices between $299 and $329, often available for $279 during promotions. This Glock 43X sized handgun delivers exceptional value through a 3.41-inch threaded barrel available on select variants right from the factory, an overall length of 6.5 inches, a height of 4.75 inches using the flush magazine, and an impressively narrow 1.0-inch wide slide. Despite weighing only 19.8 ounces unloaded, it accommodates 15+1 rounds in factory mags that release smoothly and reliably. The slide includes a factory shield RMSC optics cut paired with co-witness steel sights, strong functional grip texturing, ample front and rear serrations, and a trigger with a flat face that breaks cleanly around 5 pounds accompanied by a short and distinct reset. The package provides 2 15-round magazines along with a thread protector on threaded models, all supported by Palmetto State Armory lifetime warranty coverage. These pistols demonstrate strong reliability across thousands of rounds using steel case, aluminum case, and various hollow-point ammunition types. While initial production runs encountered occasional light primer strike concerns that current versions have resolved, critics may still label it a budget-oriented clone, yet the combination of 15+1 capacity, optics readiness, threaded barrel option, and total price under $330 makes it a compelling choice. Manufactured in South Carolina, the Dagger Micro offers American production at a cost lower than many optics alone and has emerged as an accessible alternative to higher-priced micro-compacts like the Hellcat Pro. Despite any skepticism, this handgun secures its top 3 placement through outstanding performance relative to its affordable price with no need for excuses. Claiming the silver medal at number 2 is the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus, a micro-compact that has convinced many owners to stop searching for upgrades because it delivers nearly everything they need in a daily carry pistol. Smith & Wesson refined the original Shield based on years of user feedback to create an exceptionally balanced option for everyday shooters. The model features a 3.1-inch stainless steel barrel with Armornite coating, measures only 6.1 inches in total length, stands 4.6 inches tall using the flush magazine, and maintains a slim 1.1-inch width along the slide. At an unloaded weight of 20 ounces or 22 ounces when loaded with 13+1 rounds, the handgun conceals effectively in various holster positions including appendix, strong side, or pocket carry. The package includes one 10-round flush-fitting magazine optimized for deep concealment and one 13-round extended version that provides a complete grip, both constructed from steel with viewing ports and reliable drop-free performance. Updated aggressive grip texturing secures the hand firmly without causing irritation to skin or clothing, while the 18-degree grip angle promotes natural pointing. The flat-faced trigger delivers consistent breaks between 4.5 and 5 pounds with minimal take-up and the shortest, most positive reset found in the M&P series. Steel sights in a 3-dot white configuration sit tall enough for co-witness with popular optics such as the Holosun 407K or EPS carry mounted on the factory optics-ready slide. Disassembly uses a convenient patented method involving magazine removal, activation of the yellow sear deactivation lever, a single trigger pull on an empty chamber, and simple slide removal without additional tools or complications. Recoil impulse remains surprisingly mild for the lightweight thin profile due to the low-bore axis and optimal weight placement. The pistol achieves excellent accuracy capable of grouping 10 rounds inside a playing card-sized target at 15 yards consistently and functions flawlessly with defensive hollow points, as well as steel case range ammunition. Limitations include capacity restrictions to 10 rounds in certain states and a magazine release oriented primarily for right-handed users, although aftermarket solutions address these easily. Current street prices range from $425 to $460 depending on the standard or performance center variant that includes enhancements like an improved trigger and fiber optic sights. This investment purchases a 13 to 15 round micro-compact that performs like a larger duty pistol, conceals superior to many older single-stack designs, and benefits from the Smith & Wesson reputation along with one of the best factory triggers available under $500. The handgun supports optics, night sights, and light-bearing holsters while offering such refinement that it has become the final choice for thousands of regular carriers. It earns the silver position solidly, with only one other model surpassing it due to exceptional advantages, and claiming the top spot as the undisputed champion along with my personal recommendation for the best value 9mm handgun available as we head into 2026 is the Canik TP9 Elite SC. Canik examined the competition in the subcompact segment and delivered a version that incorporates all the strengths of their full-size TP9 models into an impressively concealable package. The pistol features a 3.6-inch match-grade nitride-coated barrel, measures only 6.71 inches in overall length, stands 4.6 inches tall with the flush magazine, and presents a width of 1.45 inches at the controls while staying 1.1 inches at the slide. At an unloaded weight of 24.8 ounces, the handgun carries comfortably like a compact, yet performs with the control and power of larger-duty pistols when loaded. The slide receives a tungsten gray Cerakote finish over nitride treatment with generous front and rear serrations, a Warren-style blackout rear sight paired with a highly visible phosphorus front post, and comes optics ready for the Shield RMSC pattern complete with tall co-witness iron sights. Additional highlights include a functional Picatinny rail suitable for full-size lights such as the TLR7 or Streamlight models, a reversible magazine release, interchangeable backstraps for fit customization, and the outstanding Canik trigger with its flat face for pound break, minimal initial travel, crisp wall, and exceptionally short clean reset. The box contains one 12-round flush magazine with finger rest baseplate, one 15-round extended magazine, a versatile inside the waistband outside the waistband holster, cleaning supplies, and accessory tools. Recoil remains remarkably mild thanks to the very low bore axis and ideal weight distribution. Accuracy proves exceptional with sub-2-inch groups possible at 25 yards from a rest and reliable hits on steel targets at 50 yards. The TP9 Elite SC demonstrates outstanding reliability through extensive testing with inexpensive steel case ammunition, reloaded rounds, and all types of defensive loads. While a few users note the loaded chamber indicator sits somewhat prominently, and some enthusiasts maintain mild skepticism toward Turkish manufacturing, real-world results consistently validate the design. Current street prices range between $375 and $425 depending on the retailer, providing optics readiness, light compatibility, 15+1 capacity, superior trigger quality, and barrel performance that surpass many pistols costing $800 to $1,000 or more. This model has prompted numerous shooters to reconsider premium brand expenditures, offering exceptional capability for the price. When selecting a single budget 9mm to rely upon in critical situations where cost remains a genuine factor, the Canik TP9 Elite SC stands as the clear and decisive choice. It occupies the gold medal position as the current leader among affordable carry handguns, with little competition capable of displacing it in the near future. There you have it, a selection of 12 excellent 9mm handguns that demonstrate you can obtain reliable everyday carry options without spending $1,000. Drop a comment below and tell me which model stands out to you the most, or whether I overlooked one of your preferred budget performers. While you are there, feel free to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and enable notifications so you catch every new upload. Thank you for watching all the way through this video. Stay safe out there, keep training consistently, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.